So here on the motoringchronicle.com, we love diving into the stats and figuring out the real answers, the real truth behind some of the answers to the biggest questions when it comes to motoring out there. And one of them I've seen come up recently is which demographics are the best when it comes to driving in the United States, i.e. which American drivers are the safest based upon their generation, which generation they were born into. Well, I found a really interesting article here going over this from FLTlaw.com. It basically divides up the different generations from different age groups and goes over the total amount of accidents that they are involved in, divides them by the amount of drivers, gives us an overall rank for who is the best. Let's dive into this. So we'll start with the worst drivers actually in this study because it's very interesting here. So I'll just read from the article itself. Although car technology makes vehicles safer, fatal accidents continue to rise nationwide in the US. According to the Insurance Institute for Highway Safety, the two most common causes of car accidents are speeding and distracted driving. Based upon that data, millennials are the worst drivers in America, so my age group, my people over in the US. Sorry guys, it's just us, we're the problem. People between the ages of 25 and 34 as of 2021 accounted for the most car accidents, most fatal car accidents, and the second highest percentage of distracted drivers. Now, I just want to say before I go further into this study, like I said, this is all based upon the average. So if a driver group has more drivers but the same amount of accidents as another one, their overall ranking will be better because overall the percentage of drivers that are involved in accidents is lower. I hope that makes sense for you guys. The next age group for the worst drivers in America bridges the gaps between millennials and Gen Xers. These are the people that are bought around 35 to 44 years of age. There we go. They rank second in the study for the worst drivers by age group, and this age group attributed with the second most alcohol-related speeding crashes overall. Now, those two groups account for 70 million licensed drivers in the United States, which is over 1/5, 20% of the overall population of the country. But let's have a look at the best ones though. Who are the best? This is why you clicked onto this video, that's the title. Which ones are the best? Place your bets now. And probably a lot of you would have not got this right because I'm surprised at this. Surprisingly enough, the best drivers in America might also be the most generationally divided. It's the boomers. Baby boomers aged between 63 and 72 are the best drivers in America, with the fewest car accidents and the fewest instances of distracted driving overall. With over 31 million drivers on the road, baby boomers are some of the safest drivers out there. I am stunned. I mean, the stats don't lie, I suppose. It depends on the driver, but in my experience, maybe not boomers, but slightly older than that, like, I don't know, 70 plus, like they are the worst drivers here in the UK. I will admit, although to be fair, they don't get involved in accidents. Instead of going too fast, they go too slow, which is just annoying. I don't think that causes too many crashes, but it's just really infuriating. But you're not going to put an insurance claim if someone's slowing you up, are you? Well, I don't think you are anyway. The second best generation of drivers is the Gen Zers. Yes, the Gen Zers, the very youngest of them all. These only count between the ages of 16 and 18, and yes, over in the US you can drive from the age of 16. I think it depends on the state, but yes, you can. You can't do that here in the UK. So it's a very small sample size, and obviously these are people that are less likely to drive than any other generation just because of public transport, finances, and all that good stuff really. So all that bad stuff, I should say, to be honest. But yeah, they have the fewest fatal car accidents overall and the second lowest percentage of car accidents in total. Despite that, the Gen Zers tend to be more distractible and likely to speed than many other generations. Rounding out the top three are drivers between the ages of 55 and 64. These represent the beginning of the Gen Xers and the tail end of the baby boomers. So there we go. Basically, if you're extremely young or extremely old, you will, well, not extremely old, that's a bit harsh, isn't it? But relatively speaking for drivers, I mean, not that many people drive after the age of 70, but I suppose you see a few of them around. But anyway, if you're on the extreme scales of things in this study anyway, you are the safest drivers. If you're in the middle, or you're like me, a bit, a millennial, then yeah, you are a danger, basically, statistically anyway. So yeah, for some more opinions on and facts on the world of motoring, keep it tuned here to themotoringchronicle.com. Let us know what you think about this study in the comments below. Are boomers the best drivers in the world? I want to hear your thoughts on that statement. And of course, we'll be back with some more videos here on the Motoring Chronicle very soon.